Hello, hello.
Hey, bitches.
Hello, bitches. How's it going?
Great.
Wow.
Great.
Going fantastic. It's really hot over here, though. Really hot.
All right. Hello. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
Hello.
Well, hello, everybody. It is week 2 of It All Comes Back to You by Beth Duke. So we got a lot to discuss, apparently, this week. Some shit went down.
Right.
Some shit went down in our reading this week. A couple of things, actually. It was quite
Hey, Ashley.
an intense week reading, I guess. Whew.
More potatoes.
Cram it all in one reading sesh, though.
More potatoes.
Dude, yeah, potatoes have like multiple meanings right now.
I like potatoes, but I don't know anymore.
Right? I used to like potatoes until I felt like I got beat with one. But anyway, more potatoes this week. Yep, exactly. Hi, Ashley. Anyways, welcome everybody. It's Sunday. I'm tired. Drinking water for a change. What are you guys all drinking?
Water.
I got
It's a beautiful cup made by Adriana. Love it.
Mine's not near me right now. But I like
You're
it.
gonna have to pull one of these.
There's no service today.
No service today.
That's terrible service.
Oh shit, she got cherry coke tonight. She's that tired. We're gonna help you stay up. Anyways, alrighty. So I know a lot of people got a lot of their reading done very quickly at the beginning of the week. Some of us waited
Let's wait
until
for Desiree to stop
No, I took care of it.
mixing her drink over there. Yeah.
Oh wow. I think we all heard that. Anyways, some people waited until the end of the week to cram it all in. So I'm one of the end of the weekers. And the reason being that last week is when we I didn't want to stop reading. And I started reading early in the week and I was like, well shit, now what am I gonna do? So I like pushed out the end of last week's reading. This week I was like, F it, I'm waiting. Because otherwise I'm gonna go beyond. And I knew it. So crammed it all into one sesh. However, now I'm like, what did you mix something?
What are you doing?
She's just pouring water into
Being
it,
Desiree.
acting like she's bougie and has booze in it.
How do we like not just mute her, but kind of pause her?
Black her
She'll
screen.
freeze. She'll freeze.
I'm kidding. JK.
Is that you, Vanessa? Hello. So, I'll rewind. We're on week 2, chapters 7 through 17, and I guess we could just jump right in. I'm sure everybody's like down and ready to just talk about this stuff because we got a lot, and I've got plenty of things that I did not write down either. So,
Sounds good.
she already ordered her 2 other books. This chick. Hi, Rebecca. Oh my goodness. All right. So who has the topics right in front of them right now? Nobody? It's all good. We'll give you a second to pull it up on us. It's right there.
Well, me. Okay.
Well, it just looked like you were already doing it. I figured out.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Let's see.
let's see. What is everyone into this week?
All right. Ashley says, what the heck is the deal with the potatoes? First, they were Virginians. Now people are getting beat with them. The damn potato.
That potato. First of all, I mean, it lit us up into like a laughing fit at the beginning of this damn book. And
Right.
now we're like, but I used to love a big potato.
We Yeah, like no, like you're laughing. We were laughing and cracking up over these potatoes. Same thing, food. Now we're like, no.
I'm keto, so I don't need any potatoes anyway right now.
But did you have to
Then
read
that
it
would
twice?
suck
Like,
even more.
did he jab her in the side with it? Like he like just whacked her?
Knocked her right in the side with it.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's like you getting beat with a steak. Imagine the
I
disrespect.
don't know why I'm laughing.
Like soap in a sock. Yes, Vanessa.
That's what I was picturing.
Yeah.
Soap in a sock.
Oh, like it's not good.
I know. We're like trying to find the humor in it, but at the end of the day, like the whole situation just sucks.
Well, I think the humor in it is because of what, like, all the humor with it in the beginning.
Yeah. I'm done. Ashley, I'm done. Just make sure he gets like a 5-pound sack and not the 10.
5-pound sack. Oh my god.
But then she
Okay.
didn't. She just took it and was just like, "Oh no, it's okay," right?
I mean, I haven't been in that situation, but I'm assuming, what is she going to do? Is she going to overpower this man? I
Well,
highly doubt it.
Does this have to do with her? You know, like how she said after the baby, like everything of her went to that baby. She was just a shell. Is this?
Well, this is years down the road, but you know, fear plays a big part in those situations, and it's easy for us to say, well, why wouldn't you? But who knows what intimidation he had over her, how many years she had been going through it since they got married. Like a lot plays a part, you know. It's just sad.
Well, also remember though.
Go ahead.
What? Oh, well, remember that when what was it? In the beginning, when they were dating, she basically came out and she was like, well, I'm barren. And he was like, cool, I don't want kids. And so I think it was more like, this is what she gets.
No,
Someone's
because
willing to put up with her. Huh?
No, he's just an asshole. It doesn't matter the situation. He's just a drunk, and that's.
No, I understand, but I'm saying on her end that it's more like
Going into
That's
this,
the best you could get. Yeah, maybe.
going into this, knowing like having had love before and then realize or just like settling for this ordeal, because that's what she said, right? Because she couldn't have kids. She found a guy who was older, kind of just would take her.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I think that, like you said, even if it is years down the road, she gave everything to that baby and she felt like there was nothing left for her. So, I mean, we'll wait and see what happens in her future, because obviously she gets it back at some point, because we know that when she, you know, just from our beginning reading, that when she's at least back at Fairfield, we know that, like, you know, she's happy and enjoys herself and, you know, really likes being there. So obviously she's not a shell anymore, but we don't know what turn, you know, what
got out of
life is going to kind of reverse that. But obviously this is not reversing it right now. This is just probably like digging her deeper into her hole and her not feeling like there's maybe more for her, or maybe that she doesn't deserve anything more. Who knows? I mean, we'll wait and see. But like Ashley says, you know, it really wasn't very common for women to stand up to men anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Or people to stand up to an abuser back in the 50s. So, you know.
Well, I think it's funny how she makes a comment that, you know, everybody loves Violet, right? That's the saying of everybody that Ronnie talks to. And, you know, from all her interviews and the stories that she's been told, but yes, she ends up marrying the man, the one person who didn't love her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
But maybe she did it on purpose. You know, maybe she just didn't want.
She settled.
No, I'm like, maybe she just didn't want to find someone that she truly loved, that could truly love her, because the last time that happened, it resulted in something, you know, traumatic for her.
Maybe.
So maybe she also didn't want to find someone that she had to disappoint with not being able to have children.
No. So Desiree says, what over-the-top way did a man go to get your attention and convince you to go out on a date with him?
Yeah. Any of you out there have a cool story for this one? Please share it. I don't think there was anything over the top on. I don't know. I don't have anything to share. Hi, you want to
So
go on?
we're all just plain Jane.
No, our
We're not
husbands are
plain
not
James just
plain.
because we don't have some extravagant story about how we were asked out on a date or, you know, what led to a first date. But there you go. I agree, Vanessa. There we go. No more broken heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what she's just trying to avoid for right now. But anyway, I don't have anything extra special when it comes to like a first date ask out, but I have plenty of other extra special stories that came later. So
right. So she also says Rick telling Ronnie about how he had everyone arrested at the lake house so that they were completely alone. At first gave me the heebie-jeebies, but then when I realized his sense of humor is so dry and serious, LOL. Well, obviously, Desiree. How in the hell would he have everybody arrested?
I don't know, but I was just like,
well, that's one of those ones where you're like, oh my god, that's like kind of sweet, but then you like sleep with one eye open, like the fuck. You like look in the basement in the closet, like let me just make sure.
Yeah, like jump forward. I think one of my comments. Let me look really fast on here. Maybe I didn't put it on there. When he left her at the lake house.
Oh yes.
Like, when he
just
left
random
her, I immediately was thinking, he's a fucking freak. He's a psychopath.
Yeah, that was kind of.
I didn't think so.
And she was just calm, like just doing shit around the house just for like hours. No, I would have hitched like a water taxi, something to go back.
Don't forget, she'd already been there for, you know, what, a couple of weeks, 2 weeks or so. And so when he took off, she probably was like, it's not an emergency, but, you know, otherwise maybe he would have let me know. But maybe she just thought he was, you know, doing something.
Well, she stated that normally he would say that he was leaving.
For real, Ashley, I would have done my backstroke too, straight to shore. But at least leave a note. Hey, off to the market. Gonna go shoot a deer. I'm going fishing. Like something just to throw her off.
Like if he can have her put like a recipe on the table, he could just say, "Hey, be right back."
Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's about to get chopped up to bits."
Nah.
No, I do think he cornered her though. When he did that. Yeah.
Okay.
You think it was done on purpose?
I was surprised that this one like caught Desiree by surprise because I thought it was pretty blatant when they said it, but she said it took me a bit to piece together that Violet's attorney was Sam's cousin's kid. That was named after him. Melvin, yeah. Didn't they state that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that he just never knew that Violet knew his uncle or his whatever the hell he is, Sam and all that shit.
It was funny when she kind of pieced all that together and was like, does he know that like Violet was literally at his house when he was a baby?
Right.
But
imagine.
He probably knows something. Like maybe he knows that there's some connection. I don't know.
He's an attorney. Shouldn't he have figured that out some way? I don't know.
They're not private investigators. They're just
no.
You told them what you want them to know, and then they argue that, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Attorneys. I don't know. He probably just deals with people's affairs, like, you know, in this situation. So I don't know.
So Ashley says, huh?
Go what?
Ashley says, I felt so bad for Violet when she had to go through giving her baby up, especially when she knew she really didn't want to. Then she had to go back home and pretend like everything was okay and it never happened. I don't think I would have been able to do that.
No, I wouldn't be able to do that.
No. And it just shows you how different things are from now and then. For her to try to get up and still want to see her baby and stuff and them just drug her up basically so that they could just, damn, that killed me the most.
You know what? It's because it's a situation where they were dealing with attorneys and weird crap like that, and that's when people get all, you know, shady. It's probably like, oh no, she's about to change her mind, knock her out. We're not gonna let her do it.
Well, they're used to doing that back then too, right? With young girls, you send them away to take care of the situation.
Right.
You know, it was all to
It
like,
was almost expected.
and it was, you know, how that they don't have the means to take care of the baby. That's in the baby's best interest, or whatever. The family, like the hospitals were used to doing that with young girls.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that I couldn't, you know, go through a similar situation, but to, you know, have it kind of taken away from you, and like when you're about to maybe change your mind, or maybe you want to see if it's the right decision for you, and then someone else just like cuts that off. That's the part that I think I couldn't comprehend as well.
Yeah.
But,
she says when she was at the train station and Sam's father came instead of him, I felt so bad. I couldn't believe he just didn't care that she was crying or carrying his grandchild.
Fucked up, man. But people have plans for their kids, and they're, you know, some of them are crazy enough not to allow anything to deviate from your plan.
Right. Well, and the whole religion thing played a big part.
I was gonna say, the baby wasn't Jewish, so
and they had already set him up with homegirl. What was it, Deborah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Well, his cousin already warned her ass too, and she was like, "Nah."
Mm-hmm.
Well, she saw that she did it.
Yeah.
So she figured we could too. And it looks like they would have, but the parents probably knew something was going on and got him out there fast.
But see, it'll be interesting to see if we find out, did Sam get scared and fess up? What happened that he knew that she was
how did his parents know?
You see what I'm saying?
That they were going to meet. Like, how do his parents know?
Right.
That
because if you're meeting secretly and you're trying to go to elope, that didn't make sense to me. Now, if Sam would have been with him, maybe that would have made more sense. Like he caught him as he was trying to leave, or he saw a packed suitcase and he's like, "Take me, you know, I'm going to go talk to her," and that would have been different. But for him to come alone, I don't know, it was kind of weird.
Yeah. So what I was thinking too, what Ashley said, maybe saw the tickets. You know, how many times do we have a suspicion that our kid is doing something without any proof, you know?
Yeah. And then go to find it.
You have, you know, that intuition. Maybe the parents just had that intuition. Maybe it was the girl.
They did say that they bought the tickets, that she was wondering if the guy who was there was who Sam bought the tickets from.
That was Chet's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they all are in the same town, and that's, you know.
Oh, maybe like in conversation. Oh, hey, your son is going, yada, yada, yada. What's out there?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I'm sure that's something I'll circle back to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Has anybody else?
Hold on. This is interesting. I wonder if we're going to find out if there was an opportunity for him to stand up for himself and Violet. But I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Was anybody else thinking that Ronnie was somehow related to Violet? Being that Violet put up her daughter for adoption, I wonder if when she did that, that's when this whole cycle started of foster care for Ronnie. So basically, like what I was thinking in the beginning too, like I wonder if Ronnie's mom was Violet's mom, right? And Violet's her grandma kind of thing. But I think that's too expected. I don't think they're connected that way.
It'd be too easy for them to be related.
Yeah. But I think there is
first of all, Ronnie can't be Violet's kid though.
No, not her kid.
Difference.
But her granddaughter. Could it be her granddaughter?
Could be her granddaughter and like a connection that way. But I just think, like you said, it would be too easy for a story because that'd be like right where all of our heads would go.
Right.
I just don't know that it would. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe they just surprise us and that's how it goes anyway. But
wasn't Violet was 18, right, when she had her baby.
Mm-hmm.
But then, didn't it say somewhere in there that Ronnie's mom was like 16 or something? She was really young, right?
Not possible still.
That's what I'm
She was-
saying. So there's no way for Ronnie's mom to be
Violet's daughter.
Violet to be Ronnie's
Math-wise?
mom's mom. Like for them
No.
to be related because the age doesn't add up.
Yeah. I don't know.
Should we do the math here? Who wants to
Well,
do the math?
no, this is
Well, she's an old
Violet
lady,
has the baby in 1948.
and it's
And then 16 years later,
It would be when?
Ronnie would be much older. So that's not possible.
No, not Ronnie, but it would be Ronnie's mom, the one in jail.
Yes,
Jocelyn.
but if Ronnie's mom was born in 1948,
Oh, okay. Oh, she was
and
born in
she
48.
had
Right.
Ronnie
But she was
16 years
16.
later.
Ronnie would be older when she's caring for Violet. Yeah, it wouldn't.
Well, what year are we in this book?
Didn't it say that? Didn't it say Violet's age in the beginning?
No, but what year?
Well, you can
Isn't it
guess what
2000?
Violet's age is.
Ooh.
It's 2000 something.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can just guess based on her age. Because I said her age somewhere in there, and I don't
It was
remember.
like 26, I thought.
27.
There.
No, I meant Violet's age.
Oh, old as fuck. I don't know.
Because Violet was born in 1930, and then it tells us she was at whatever age when she
Oh,
home. So
when she
that'll
died.
give us a current.
There we go. Okay. Circling now.
So
Brain-
Phila says, when I read about the women's lives, it makes me think back to my own. How someone can intervene and change your life's course forever. Some of these pages really hit home for me.
I feel like there's a lot in a lot of these pages that are hitting home for a lot of people, and it's maybe not stuff that everyone wants to, put out into the world, but and some of the stories are not for everyone to tell. Like they're not all ours. But I agree. I think that there are a lot of home hitting stories here, and some sad, not so happy stories, and some that are cute and good, but it's definitely hitting home in quite a few areas for me as well. So.
Well, the thing is, too, is I was telling Tasha, I was doing some research on Beth Duke for our last meeting, and I was watching a podcast thing that she did, and she was telling the interviewer that the potato story in the beginning, the vines, that is a true story. That is something that really happened, and she came about that story because her cousin worked at a retirement home, and she went with her to kind of shadow her.
Bye, darling.
Night.
Get some rest
and get some research and stuff done, and that's how she learned about that patient and those things that happened. So I want to know when we talk to her how much of that story, how much more in her book is of true events. You know what I mean? It'll be interesting.
I agree. Yeah. My comment later was also like who she maybe based these characters off of. Are they someone that she knows? Are these stories that she heard from someone important in life? I don't know. But
yeah.
Sometimes you just wonder where writers come up with their characters and their storylines. And, I think a lot of the time it's going to be a lot of truth and, a little bit of fiction. But anyway, what else did Scylla say?
So she said, this book doesn't leave a whole lot to question. I still want to know why Johnny crashed, who Violet was with at the end. Did she check herself into the facility for a person? My guess is that it's Sam at the end.
Right. So it does say that, enjoy seeing your Gramps. I just saw my Grams yesterday. So have fun. Thanks for joining us. Where was I? My memory. What was my comment later? Nope. I don't know what I was about to say literally at all.
Okay, well,
I had a point too. What did you just say, Anna?
what'd I say?
The crash? The why?
Why did Johnny crash? And then who Violet was with at the end.
Oh, okay, Violet. Yeah, so it said at the beginning that Violet followed someone that she loved to Fairfield. So
So
I
it could be
am
two people, right?
interested.
Could.
Say two people? I don't remember that.
No,
If I-
between I'm thinking
Oh, it could
either
be between two, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, it's between two people.
Well,
that you're
in my
thinking
mind,
of.
I'm thinking it's
In
either
your
Chet
mind. God.
or Sam.
Chet? The kid she used to babysit?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That was in love with her and wanted to take care of her and got older, maybe.
How much younger is he though? Like
Was he
They
like
were
10? So like 8
Yeah.
years younger?
8, I think it was about 8 years.
that's not a gap.
Yeah. It's like
No,
6,
not
8
not
years.
once you get older. And come
No.
Yeah.
across later on in life. Maybe he saved her from bad husband man.
But whatever happened, whatever it was a scandalous ending because remember they talk about how the person's family wanted to forget that Fairfield ever even existed. Like they were disgusted and upset about what happened. So it'll be interesting to see what exactly
Whose
went down.
realm is she in?
Mm-hmm.
So see, it could be either way. It could be them disgusted that he actually ended up going back to her as Sam, or they could be disgusted that it's the babysitter.
I don't know.
Oh, that's true.
Be interesting
It
to
works both
see.
Could be a million things, yeah, but I'm super interested to find out who she follows there, you know, how everything goes down that keeps her there. What in the world happened that, you know, the night she passed away?
Well, so in that theme, Rebecca says, I'm still
Sam
wondering
does.
what part, if any, Chet is going to play in Violet's life.
Same.
Yeah. Definitely, I don't think he's was just in there as a filler character. Like
No, and he
just
straight up
walked out.
warned her ass like that. We're gonna be together later. You'll see.
Well, see, and that's why, like, it makes more sense of Sam because a lot of things point to Sam.
Yeah.
Right.
But then, like you said, what part does Chet play?
Poor Sam. I mean, he just got like sent off. He is in love with her, and if he found out that she was pregnant with his baby, they would have stayed together. He wouldn't have left.
He was.
But he doesn't know. She was going to tell him at the train station. So, like, he doesn't even know about that. Can you imagine? Ugh.
Yep.
But
So
who
Julie,
knows?
right. Julie says, is
Same.
Rick too
Shit.
nice? I also think that there must be a connection between Violet's daughter and Ronnie. So Julie is getting the creeps from Rick, good old Ricochet, and she's still trying to figure out what is the connection between Violet, daughter, and Ronnie.
It was interesting. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that the author means for you to just assume that it's like that easy of a connection, and I don't think that's how it's going to be.
No.
Wait, that
You know what
it's
I
just wait, like it's
Like
just a
it would-
coincidence.
Yeah, like no, like it's too easy for the reader to just assume, oh, if there's got to be a connection between the daughter that she lost, that was given up for adoption, and Ronnie, and I don't think the connection's going to be the way people assume. That's where that spin's going to be at the end. You know what I mean? But that
I don't know. I mean, Rick's like obsession with like her history and her like delving into her own past, I already find odd. Like, it's why do you want her? Okay, first of all, he knows who her fucking birth mom is. That's weird. He's like, oh, I thought you looked like her. Oh my
and
God.
then like really pushing her to do things out of her comfort zone and going out of his way to like do all these things. I don't know. It is kind of strange.
Yeah, he's like pushing on the questions. Then he's like trying to push her to see, her birth mom. And she's like, no, I definitely don't want to do that. Like, why would I want to do that?
Could he be like a PI on the side and then falls in love with her?
What?
Like, he knows her mom. Like, obviously he's a cop, but like he knows who her mom is, right? So that can't be that random. So is he like a PI and figured out who she was and then falls
No.
in love with her, like those stories?
Falls in love with.
No. I think that
House
he's just
on
nosy as
Hill
shit.
House and
As soon as
shit.
he-
No,
he's just
Totally.
nosy. He looks her up.
Yeah.
He finds out everything about her. And maybe he was like, oh my God, she really does look like this woman that I arrested back in the day. And so she looks more, or maybe he looks more into that, finds out that she's in jail, then finds out that she's actually related. I don't know. Oh my God. The ostrich jerky was like a greasy beef stick. Well, that sounds
Ew.
bomb. Because
Did
you remember?
eat it while staring at Olivia or Ophelia?
Olivia. Listen, Benson.
Oh
Just
my.
like looking at Ophelia, just eating the ostrich jerky. Oh, I couldn't.
Oh my goodness. I miss Slim Jims. Those things were.
Ew, they gross me out.
Yeah, snap into those.
No. Oh my God. I love. Yeah.
But-
Napping.
But back to Rick, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just
We
I just
want
don't like that
one.
personality, and that could be just like not. Some people like or need that person, that person to push you or whatever.
That like
Kind
take
of like-
charge.
Kind of like what Violet did for her. She pushed her for the writing, and he's pushing her to finish it.
Same thing.
I mean, some people, the world of all personalities, and that his personality may not be mine, and maybe he does have good intentions, just doesn't have good executions.
That's
to
a good
those
way to put it. Yeah.
intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah. His execution is a little shoddy.
Something's still off though. And I like what Rebecca said. I wonder if they're gonna dive more into Rick's past.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I mean, him just springing the kids, like right after he says, like, oh, I want you to meet my kids. And she's like, oh, sure. Yeah. I'm going to be busy for like now until I'm not sure when. And he's like, that's cool, but disappear. Just bring them. That's it.
Right.
I'm going to go get
Maybe
them.
he just felt like she was going to continue to put it off, so he was just going to do it.
Well, I saw some
And as usual,
comment.
he's pushing shit on her. Like he pushed her
Right.
to take this break. He's pushing her to write. He's pushing her to,
But is it all bad if she's getting the story done?
it isn't all bad. That's
You
what's true. I mean, she is actually benefiting from what he's doing. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
He sounds like a pretty beefy man anyway. Anybody got any ideas on who's playing him in our movie?
I don't know why, but in my head I see Gerard Butler.
I can go with that.
That Gerard Butler.
Let me show you.
Oh, Gerard Butler
This
is
guy is not fat.
No, why would he be
He
fat?
Bit.
I don't know. I just picture him being real greasy.
No. She
No,
said
he
he
says
is.
he's like
I'm gonna tell you right
handsome.
now.
He said how clean he's like.
I
pressed and
understand.
clean.
That's just to me. I'm changing the story in my brain.
Why don't you really like? I'm not sure if I like him or not, but you don't like him at all.
No, he gives me the heebies.
I mean, how small is the town too? Is a town that small where he would kind of just know everybody, running into all like the bad foes, at least.
Oh, God. You guys are gonna love. I'm done. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. I cannot find him right now. Hold up. Keep chatting.
Did we ever have a for anybody for Violet?
No, we haven't even
never
started.
talked about any of it.
The only reason I brought that up right now is because it's because of who I imagine Rick is.
I really want to know. Now.
Well, get to it, girl. Are you
Oh my God,
sketching or what?
Well, so
not-
then going back to the whole kid thing, because I mentioned, somebody mentioned, Ashley mentioned, and then Tasha was like, she was wondering if maybe the ex sprung on a last minute. He needs to get the kids for some reason. Is that what you meant by your comment?
Yeah, I was like, what if like his ex called because like if he's off doing anything fun, she's gonna fuck it up, which is what he already said.
Well,
So
she did that
what if
already.
he knew
Right?
that he was at the lake with a woman and was like, "Oh, you have to come get the kids," and he's like, "Well, okay, I guess I'm gonna go get the kids." So it may turn out that he's not as shady as we think, but maybe.
I mean, yeah, he gives like stalker vibes, but like
I don't know. Is he
who
as shady?
hasn't who doesn't check out somebody's social media when you come across them and they are entering your life? You kind of want to know a little background.
Yeah, well, he's a little further than just the Facebook page.
Well, because he has the means to do it.
And I was going to say, and if I had the means to do it, I would too. I'd be looking up everybody, meet someone in the store. Oh, hey, hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? I'd go home and search them up.
If you were single and you saw some dude that you were just like, oh my goodness, he's so sweet. Look at how he took care of that old couple and he's hot. Hey, and you had a buddy that can like type up.
For real.
Would you not call your buddy?
Hell yeah.
I would. Like, I mean, it sounds creepy, but a lot of.
Did you find it, Tasha?
Oh my God. It's taken me forever. Okay, I think I just found it. Hold on.
Do I sound creepy that I would do that?
No.
Okay. See? Exactly. Then is he that creepy? You just don't like him.
No, he just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You guys are gonna be like, shut the hell up, Tasha. All right.
We got it.
You're an idiot. You are an idiot. Why did I have a feeling that you were going to say that?
Oh, who plays his voice?
Wow. Well, first of all, he's not a minotaur or a centaur or whatever the fuck that is.
He's basically a state trooper. It's like the same thing. God. Basically, oh my God, that's exactly.
I feel like the same personality
I thought
too.
You were gonna take up like one of the super.
It's his personality. His name is Officer Colt Bronco. Oh my God, he cracks me up. He's so funny. And she like in the, I don't know if you guys saw this movie. It was very cute. The kids loved it. I liked it. That was very funny. But like, he plays the stepdad to the kids in the movie, and the kid's mom has her in her phone. His name is like Main Man, and the song that comes up, I die. Oh my God, no! That's Desiree's Main Man.
No. This is a handsome person that we're talking about here.
He doesn't give me handsome vibes. I don't care what she says.
I don't know. He definitely is supposed to be like a big, like handsome, burly man.
Is it Chris Pratt that plays his voice?
No.
No, Chris Pratt plays one of the brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. Mel.
Okay, so Tasha's first comment kind of touches on everything we just talked about. Then she says, the stories about how Rick treats Ronnie, weaving through the stories about how Tully treated Violet, comes in such stark contrast to each other. One could imagine in a sort of warning, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to get to that point with those two. Yeah.
Who?
What you're saying, it's a sort of warning as far as like Ronnie's on the road to dealing with the same type of relationship.
No. I don't think that Ronnie is on the road. I just think that we're getting such a contrast in like Ronnie's relationship right now that's new and fun and good. And you have someone who's pushing her to be great and pushing her to do more and pushing her to see, herself better, physically, emotionally, all of it. And I think then we're flashing to past scenes where now Violet, who's pushing Ronnie to do all these things, and ultimately it's how she ends up meeting Rick. But, she's in a very negative situation where someone's doing obviously the opposite. He doesn't want her to take part in anything as far as, what is it that they do? whatever. She's running the little meetings and stuff. She's hosting. He doesn't want her to do that. He doesn't want anyone in his home. He doesn't want anyone to be around her, obviously.
Well, he doesn't want her to
It
have
already
any type of
mentioned-
confidence. He doesn't
No.
want her to feel that she is strong or has any type of independence.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He's an
And then the more
object.
people that she is
Right.
around and friends with, the more people will continue to come around, and then he can't hide her away for as long when
Right.
shit like that happens.
Right. He clearly wants less people around.
Right.
So
It gives him
then
more control.
when and so when shit goes down and he's not hitting her with potatoes anymore, that there's going to be less people that'll notice. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's already smart enough to be abusive in his way where it's hidden. And you know, in the future, we all know from like every movie and every story ever that it doesn't stop there. So you know, that's my thing. Was it's obviously we're seeing the extreme contrast in relationships because it's about to get worse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was what I meant. And I didn't mean for Ronnie and Rick. That was more for Violet and Tully.
Yeah.
But it was just an interesting, like, kind of way to switch through. Like, she's talking about both, you know, important relationships right then, but complete opposite ones. She isn't just talking about, like, you know, the good parts of her relationship with Sam, while also talking about just the good parts of, you know, Ronnie's relationship with Rick.
Yeah.
So it's just, and then she also talks about, you know, where she places Ronnie in her life and what she's going through right now, and reliving some of her own history with her birth mom, and you know, going through foster care, being adopted, is also very different from, you know, how Ronnie grew up, but then ended up in a similar situation, given that he puts a baby up for adoption. So it's just, you know, everything kind of ties in some way, shape, or form. But then also she talks about like the different, you know, these two characters or four characters, you know, in complete opposite ways, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know. I think it makes it like more startling to go from like this chapter that's like fun and light to then the next chapter that's all dark, you know, and then it ends, you know, kind of both of them ended in a really bad place. I mean, we ended both of our chapters this week. Ronnie's chapter ends with her wondering where the hell dude went, and then he just shows up with the kids right after she said she basically wasn't ready to meet him. Then we end Violet's chapter with her literally just getting beaten to shit. So, I mean, you know, it's funny how our chapters, like where we stop in our chapters sometimes, are like where like a movie that you know has a sequel ends,
Or the
like
series.
a book that has a second, you know, book in the series like ends right there, or TV shows where it's like next week you gotta wait and see.
No, sometimes it's like next like season.
These are like season endings. Like this would have been a season ending.
Mm-hmm.
That would have pissed me off.
Yeah, this would have been a season ending for sure, where like she finished for this half of the book now.
Yeah.
We're halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we got a lot. We got a lot left to happen out there. Any thoughts out in the world? Any of you ladies have any thoughts on what's about to come? Foreshadow. Let's make it happen.
Oh, here's
And
what
here are your thoughts.
Sherry.
What do you think is gonna happen? Who is this?
That's what Sherry put down.
Yeah, Superman.
Is that
Superman.
Superman?
Yeah. Superman could play this dude, but
I don't think he's big enough.
no. Well, have you met him in person? I don't think
He's
a small
fucking
man.
huge, and he's pretty
Doesn't
ripped.
look- I'm thinking like someone more
Beefy.
like
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm thinking broader, like
Did
big.
you see him in Enola something? Enola Holmes?
No.
On Netflix. He's pretty beefy there too.
He's
I don't-
beefy in everything he does. He's not stupid.
Yeah.
But
what
maybe
I'm
we're
saying.
talking like if Jason Momoa had to like, you know, clean up a little bit with his hair and like clop it up. Because he's beefy and big. He just like pick her old big butt up and bring her
I
over
don't
to the
feel
bed.
like he has that demeanor.
A cop's demeanor or like a
This
sarcastic.
guy's demeanor.
Oh, this guy in specific. Well, I don't know.
oh, you know, I could see
Oh, look at that. We got some. I smell what you're cooking.
Because this, well, So it has that smile. How does she describe his smile again? More like
Mom agrees with Jason Momoa. I can tell you right now.
What's this guy's name from The Office?
Hot stuff.
cute.
Krasinski.
Yeah, I
Ron
could see him because
Krasinski.
he has that dry, sarcastic, like off the cuff type of sense of humor.
But he's
So
little. I mean, he's tall, but he's like kind of lanky.
Did you
Not
see that
anymore.
picture?
What do you mean not anymore? Okay, but he doesn't look like he's picking up some.
That's how he looks now.
Did you see that picture of him?
Yeah, I saw it, but he doesn't.
Yeah, he's changed a lot since The Office
It's in
days.
that TV show that's on Amazon.
That helps us.
Or like a Mark Wahlberg.
the not Jason Bourne.
No, Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg.
yeah.
Tom
Tom Clancy.
Clancy. He doesn't look like. a
Say it
cop.
again.
The Tom Clancy.
Isn't his name Jack?
Well, Tom Clancy wrote the book.
No, I know. I was trying to remember the name of the show though.
Yeah, Jack.
Jack Reacher.
So what?
Is it Reacher?
I don't think so.
Oh
my gosh. Let me find it.
I hope
I'm
it's
still
not.
sticking with Gerard Butler. That's what I see. That is what I see when I read this character. That is Rick
He's
O'Shea.
just so like scruffy though.
Oh, but in that picture,
Okay, but remember
Jack
this guy is
Ryan.
put together.
Yes, there we go.
He does not like any kind of mess. He wants like pressed creases and shit. Like
Yeah.
hangs things up. No.
and he is very cleaned up in a lot of his photos, and he has the blue eyes that she talks about with the dimple. I could totally see him portraying that character. He has that
Who was
sarcastic
it?
dry sense of humor.
I thought he had brown eyes.
No, I thought she talked about him having blue eyes.
I thought she has blue eyes and he has brown eyes.
No.
Well, we're gonna go back and find out.
Violet, I know for
Nobody
sure
here
has
knows.
You
brown-
all
No.
have the book
Not Violet.
on Kindle, so
I
you
know,
could
I
just
said,
like
I know
type
for
it in.
sure. Yell at me again. See what
I
happens.
Who's
said
yelling?
Bonnie.
I know that. I said I just know for sure Violet has brown. It was just a statement I'm making.
Oh yeah, how you know?
I'm gonna cry.
know everything.
It's getting
I
weird.
wrote
Bet
the
you
book. You're talking
Bet
to
you
Beth
do.
Duke right now.
Yeah.
More like
Imagine
the
what if
Dookie
you guys
and
found
yeah.
out at the end of this that like that was my ghost name,
Dumb.
like my that'd be hysterical.
Dumb. That's
That'd be a
her.
little twist.
That would be a twist. And then we're all, I see how it all comes back to you.
There you go. See? So keep on
See?
reading.
Yep.
You never know.
Yeah. That's not your pen name. I know what your pen name is. Unless it's Beth Dookie.
You never know. Thank you, Rebecca. You know what? Thank you, Rebecca, for having
Yeah,
a
she
little
can
bit
tell a
of faith.
story straight faced while lying her teeth off.
But mute a bitch. Mute a
Why?
bitch.
I know. See, now she just talks out of her ass. That's the dookie right there. Thank
Look
you,
at
Rebecca. I'll send you a signed copy.
So ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Were there any topics that anyone maybe didn't write down just because they didn't want to write down 100,000 things?
The only thing I thought of was like Violet's mom. Like I know that back in those days there was a lot of detachment. Relationships weren't as close between some kids and their parents as they are now. A lot of things were kind of taboo to talk about. I wonder if her mom really had an idea of maybe something was going on. You know what I mean? Or thought about the time that she spent away at the aunts in Florida and stuff, or even noticed if something was funny when her daughter came home, because I don't care how good you're going to play that off. Like that's something hard to hide.
I'll
You know what
say,
I'm saying?
back
You're going to
then,
know something different
Close
about
or
your
not,
kid.
still mamas know their daughters. I mean, I just think
Well,
that's it.
also back then in that time frame of how taboo it was, she might have just wanted to play ignorance and may have had an inkling, but didn't want to know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
Right. Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw her freak out when she originally had even said it to her mom that she was pregnant when she wasn't. And then,
Well, and imagine what her aunt would have had to do if when she got sick after coming home from the hospital, what if she had ended up dying?
right.
You know? And
Sure
all
put
these
her in a
years,
pickle.
And all these years later now, like, you still don't have kids. Like, does your mom know that you're barren? Have you given her some effed up reason as to why? Does she just not ask? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that I think about.
Well, I mean, the only man she marries is the one who doesn't care about her at all, except for as an object prize. So, and he's much older. He's 50 or some shit, right? I think we just found out he's 50. And so maybe what, if anything, like people would just think like, he's a little bit older. So that probably isn't an option.
Yeah. That just kind of sucks because for them, that's their only kid. And then they get no grandkids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if like any of that ever comes up.
Comes up later. Yeah. I don't know.
We can always ask Beth also.
Right. How is her medical care covered? Oh, typically the adoption agencies would cover those things. If you did a private adoption, which is what it sounds like went down if with the way that it was kind of set up. So her aftercare wouldn't be though. Not necessarily. I mean, unless it was related to the pregnancy, I don't think.
But that was back in the 40s also, right?
Well, I think it was because she had the extremely high fever. I thought it was, she said, due to some of the medication they gave her at the hospital or something. And then something else happened where she had, what was it, the bleeding?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that could have all been, I mean, and maybe it's not that pointing to the book, like, and that's why she didn't go into like super detail about it, but.
Right, or the parents knew, and she was like on their insurance, and they just kind of like, we're gonna pretend we don't know. Or like, what if the sister like just said something to her sister, and she was like, "Look, I am taking your daughter. We're gonna handle this."
Well, remember, Sam's dad gave her money and said, "Do what you got to do."
Yeah, so she had the money.
How much that was, right?
She had the money. She went to Florida. So there's
her aunt sent the ticket, so it's not like she even had to spend the money on that.
Right. So it was very easily possible for the parents to not know anything.
Right. Night, Sherry.
Especially hearing how the mom was, like her focus was just like that, like just take care of the house kind of thing. Like we're just have a routine.
Yes, I mean literally every conversation with her daughter is come help me clean, put this away. We're gonna go strip beds. We're gonna go.
So everything had a place in order and had to be just right.
And obviously that's what she wants for her daughter. Interesting. I don't know. It's a good story. I'm finding that Adriana picks great books for us to read. Because y'all didn't get to read the first one that she picked for all of us. But you really should go back and read that story. It is such a fave. I would definitely read that one again just for fun. And I can't tell you how many notes I took during that book. Not to mention the recipes that we all tried that are within the stories. And oh my goodness. So since we're just about done with this week here, we've wrapped up week 2, chapters 7 through 17. We are next hitting up chapters 18 through what, ladies? I'm looking at our calendar for the answer because for those of you who also purchased one, you have the answers to everything in there as well. So
29,
18 to 29 this week. So, you know, if anybody wants to purchase our calendar, you can do so on Facebook. Just send Desiree a message. She's got all of it. But we have these super cute calendars. That's the there we go.
With all the reading information on it.
Yes. And each month features our book and a fun scene, and then all of the reading. And then we also have a little bit of information on ordering your novel boxes for the month. So anyways, that's what we're going to be reading next week before everyone goes. It'll be 18 to 29. So since we're talking about Adriana's book, just to
stop at 29 though. Don't read it.
What? 18 through 29.
No, through 28. What? Stop at 29. You asked where you stopped. I said at 29.
Okay. Going on and on. Fucking 18 through 28. Another 10 chapters. Yeah. Anyways, so Adriana's first book from back in August? Is that when we read it?
I think so.
Yeah, that was Three Many Cooks by Pam Anderson. Not that Pam Anderson. Another one. A chefy one. Anyways, super famous now. Some amazing recipes, but it's a story that goes back and forth between her and her two daughters. And so that's also done by each person's chapter. So similarly to this story, but you get one or two or so recipes at the end of each chapter, but the chapter leads up to that recipe. The first recipe, I swear, made me cry. When I turned the page and I saw the recipe for lemon chicken at the end of that, I was bawling. I was like,
because the recipes evoke like an emotion of what they were going through or what they were feeling when they ate it, because their life revolved around food, but because food is how they connected with each other, obviously being chefs and all.
If you guys are looking for something easy to read and has some fun, some fun recipes in there, definitely go for that one. That one was one of our favorite stories, but Adriana's got a knack for picking for book club, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell. Well, we'll see. We've got a number of books coming up this year, and we're not
really looking forward to next year.
We're also almost set up with all of our book choices for next year. Adriana has picked all three.
Yes, I have
picked two, and I'm almost sure on my third. I don't even know if I think Desiree has 100% picked what, 2 or 1?
Great talking to you, Des. You're muted. Okay.
There we go. Unmute.
Can you unmute?
Oh, she has to mute herself or unmute herself.
I have a kid who's in and out, and he's trying to get him down for bed. So I just stayed muted because there was no point.
Oh, he was crying.
No, he's not crying. He's just being really loud. And it's not just Ben, it's Eli.
We're moms, forgive us, your children in the background.
Well, yeah, Emmanuel's gone. So, I mean, there's not much I can do.
No, all good.
Anyways, I have possibly picked 1, maybe 2.
Anna and I are on top of it. What about you, Dominique?
I get ideas and I get nervous, and then
I'll go grab it.
Try looking again.
You get ideas and then you get nervous and then you change your mind.
I scrap them and try to find something.
That's it. Honestly, look.
You got to go through.
Everybody hates our picks. Who cares? We're not all going to like each other's picks all the time, and that's not a kind of book club. So.
Well, I don't want to hate my pick either, though.
Oh, you don't want to hate your own pick? Well, look, you guys already know that I hated the first book we picked. When we started it, I was like, I'm thinking maybe we should just stop reading this book.
Oh, the beginning was tough.
The first one, we started reading A Discovery of Witches together last June or whatever it was when we started. And, oh, God, the first, 6 or so chapters, you just have to get through the amount of info to get to the fun-ass book and story.
You did get fun.
Reading. Oh my God. But I was regretting my decision. I hated my read. I was like, I don't even want to read my own book for book.
I was like, what did I get myself into? What did I say?
It was like the first 3 chapters. It was
it was at the first 3. If it was the first 6, we would have just been like, fuck it.
No, we wouldn't have. No, we wouldn't have. We've been pretty committed no matter what. Hate it or not, we finish it.
Because you never know. Because sometimes, something at the end might just change.
Flip. Mm-hmm.
Your feelings.
Benjamin.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
Anyways, that was a good book. You guys really should check it out. Honestly.
Yes. That was fun too.
I want to say that Lori bought all of our books that we read before. Ashley might have as well.
Probably. Ashley is running a library.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl, I'm jealous. I want to just buy books all willy-nilly. But do we have any libraries selling books? Because I could just go pick a bunch up.
Just go to Book Off.
Is it open?
Yeah. Pretty sure it is.
Oh. Well, I shouldn't go then. Like I said, I put like 15 books in my cart the other day and had to get rid of them. So I was like, you're reading for book club. When are you going to read 15 books?
Right.
I finally read one.
That's right. And then who was it? Someone was at the dentist, they were saying, and had
Rebecca.
okay, right?
You had to stop reading it.
Dude, I am hungry now. You guys are all eating.
I have started like 6 books at one time for like a different mood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get off.
Yeah. Yeah. I've started reading a couple of books, and no, they all still have bookmarks in them. Like, I try. I really do try.
My goal was to read 1 book a month for book club, but then to try and read 1 book a month that was for me. Like outside of book club, something else I was interested in that would probably not necessarily be good for book club.
Oh my God. That's fucked up. Was it a good book? Is it like worth finishing?
Well, if it was, I'm sure her bookmark would have moved.
Right. Sometimes I'm lucky to get the reading done, right? We all have to force it. Like I said, sometimes you just gotta power read. Like,
I gotta be right back.
sometimes you just really gotta power read. I've done it. I've walked literally into my backyard to get away from all distraction because I swear I have like reader's ADD. Or I mean ADD in general, but it gets worse when I'm reading. I hear everything. Everything. Look at you changing your background.
It still doesn't look.
Ooh, it's changing
on the screen.
It looks very like blue purple right now. Ooh, that's purpley. It looks like you and Dominique have the same colors.
That's very kind of pinky in my room, and it's not showing on.
It shows very pink here.
Rebecca, what book series is it?
Yeah, I want to know too.
We'll leave it like that.
That's very pretty. I love it. I love that you're all set up there with our book and calendar.
Right? Isn't that cute? So last week, I was sitting with my computer on this dresser, and I had the curtains and stuff behind me, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that just was boring. And I was like, oh, hello, dumbass. Why don't you just flip around and use what you got behind you? So I bought 2 new little, like, book easels and then just set up the calendar and the book, and I was like, oh, I got LED. Everything just started clicking.
I love your new setup. It is seriously cute. I love your little wall sconces too.
Little candles.
Yeah, those are adorable.
I know Sean's like, why don't you light those? He said I got to get like a fireplace scene going on the TV behind me. So I said next week
I would be so damn distracted. I'd be like, what? No. Fire crackling, I would be like, no, what?
Well, yeah, not with the sound. I'm going to have like probably like southern trees or some shit next week. I don't know. I got to have something on there.
Ooh, I'll send you some from our book scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in this book, like, I picked how many, like, bushes, flowers, trees, how much of the southern foliage could I put into one scene? I did it. And literally every single one of those have been mentioned so far.
Right.
I read it and I'm like, yes.
Hold on. What are we doing for hour 2?
Oh, no plan. Desiree has a spinner for a game. Yeah, his new spinner. You can like, boop, Wheel of Fortune kind of thing, that shit.
Okay.
That's about it. And she can tell everybody what's on it too.
Great. This is
Did you pull it up? Are you gonna
super entertaining?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, everybody who like pops on right now is just gonna be looking at us, like staring at each other. And they're gonna be like, I just don't get it. How do you say?
All right, we're playing How Do You Say?
How do you say? So, how do you say? Does somebody want to explain it to the crowd?
I don't know what it is, so I guess Des, go ahead.
Okay, fuck all of you. The one person muted has to explain it. That makes sense.
Well, you want me to make up rules to a game I don't know what the hell it is?
No, your other half up there knows what the fuck it is. She's the one who gave it that
your
name.
other half. That was just so sweet.
That doesn't mean that you're her favorite. It just means that you're the other half.
And I have 2 halves. What did you just do?
She fucked shit up. That's what she did.
Her heart
Oh, damn, Mike fell.
Anyways, the how do you say was something funny that we had seen where you have to try to say words in other languages.
Oh, down. I'm down.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to pause that so you guys aren't hearing our recording as well, so we can Google this shit. Google it. So what's a fun word that we want to say? How do you say what do we want to say, guys? How do you
Should have had a list of words ready.
Let's see. How do you say sweet tea in Chinese?
Oh my God.
I want to just start it right off the bat. We're going to go for it. We're going to hear this now. How do you guys all say sweet tea in Chinese? Let's find out.
Aren't we supposed to like guess it from the way the word looks?
Oh,
first?
no. Go ahead. You can say it now. Go ahead.
鲜茶.
Aw.
But doesn't it give you the spelling?
Well, it's like the white American version.
Here you
of
go.
the
Anna, say it.
song.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think we're supposed to try to pronounce it first, and then we hear how you really say it.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. We're
so
just gonna,
I'm not going to tell you
we're
what
just
this
gonna,
is.
Well,
But-
that looks like either Russian or Croatian or some shit.
It's Croatian, so go ahead.
Is this
Is
sweet
it?
tea?
Let me see.
No.
Is it Nove Kuje?
Novel
Nove
bitches. That's funny.
Kuje. But how does it sound?
Nove Kuye.
I was close because see, in Croatian, they write it the way it sounds. So, like when Nana would
I should be Croatian. I
when
have always
Nana would
pronounced
write me
words that way.
notes for school, she'd say like, "Anna was not at school today." Well, school was SKOOL because that's how it sounded. School.
Right.
I like
so
it.
they spell how it sounds.
All right. Here you go. How do you say? How do you say this one?
Oh fuck! That right there is gonna be Zing di Mugu.
I think it's sheing. Sheing di Magoo or Mogo.
Ayin di Mugu. Ayin di Mugu.
Only
新颖的母狗，
What?
Sheing de Mugo.
Like I said.
Sort of, yeah.
I'm totally joking.
Nouvelle chien. I don't know how to say nouvelle. Nouvelle
We can't see it.
chien.
What?
There you go.
There we go.
Nouvelles chiennes.
Try it. What?
What?
Hold on.
nouvelle chienne,
Nouvelle Chien,
Chien
which is still novel bitches.
in French.
Yeah, sounds fancy.
Nouvelle chien. That does sound a little fancy. Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Okay. Say this one, Desiree. Can you see it? Hold on.
Nope.
Hold on. I just put some food in my mouth.
Oh, it's Dominique's turn then. It's also French for new dogs. I'm done.
Bitches,
raw-
that makes sense.
Bitches. That's
Raw-
so good.
Raw. Hold on. Raw. Wait. I can't. Oh.
Hawaii Algraba.
Oh. Al-Ragba. Al-Ragba. Al-Ragba.
Let's see.
Al-Ragba. Al-Ragba.
What?
Oh, you're probably right. The way you're kind of going with it, Dominique.
So that says. That's very small.
Hmm.
In Arabic. It's
I need
Arabic,
to know that
bitch.
one.
It looks fancy.
How
Oh,
does
yeah,
it
it
sound?
looks fancy. Look, this looks fancy because I have my nails done too.
Saray smells.
That was clear.
Listen,
Yeah, we heard you.
that sounds like some big business right there. Like
It sounds like big, big business. Yeah, yeah.
important
Mhm.
shit.
Mm. I got you. Hold on.
How do you say this?
Here we go. Wazis los Ficker? Wazis los Ficker. Wazis los Ficker.
Where's the play? Oh my god.
Was ist los, Ficker? Was
Ficker.
ist los, Ficker?
What's up, fucker?
Fika. What's up, fucker?
That's what I said. What's up, fucker? What language did I just learn how to speak?
German!
Ooh.
Here you go, Anna.
Oh, eat shit. That's
Hold on, let me
That
get it
was
really
stupid.
loud.
That was stupid.
Manja merda.
Dick.
Oh shit. Well, thank God our group is not in Iceland.
How do you say it?
Skaldsogu ticker. Skaldsogu ticker.
Oh.
I can't hear it.
Hold on.
Ticker.
Salso Teaker?
No,
Is that what
ticker.
he said?
Wow.
Well, that's
which one?
Icelandic.
Icelandic. That's fun. We're just ruining languages here, y'all. Ruining them.
Look, we're being.
Anna, this one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a symbol.
Yeah,
in there.
this then.
There's a symbol.
I don't pronounce symbols. The prince.
It
I don't know
plays.
what it is.
I feel like it's Shibessen. That's what I feel like it is.
Let's see. Let's see.
Scheiße essen.
Not even close, but it
Scheiße.
means eat shit in German.
Nice to-
That's like your go-to
Actually,
phrase.
I have
like,
never
everything's
seen the
just eat shit.
spelling, but we all know the word. That's weird.
Tala.
Palafia.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hello?
Novel bitches.
Hold on. Oh, it doesn't have the pronunciation one on this one. That's Samoan.
Oh.
I wonder if we said it right. We did it translate.
I don't think so.
Mm.
Let me see.
Here you go. What's this one?
New York.
Oh, I see the symbol again.
Hundinen.
Hjartage. Hundinner. Hundinen.
Dinner.
I could. There was like a glare. I didn't know if it was an R or an N at the end.
Oh, okay. Blame it on the glare.
Neuartige Hündinnen.
That's exactly what I said.
I said Hundinen.
Neuartige
I think it's
Hündinnen.
the first one.
Neue Tiger Hundinnen. Novel bitches in German. That's good.
Novus.
Vajas.
Say it
Potato.
again.
Potato.
Novas vadias.
It's Portuguese.
Veggies.
In Portuguese. One of my daddy's languages. Or so he thought.
All right, we're switching over to Mad Libs. We have not done one of those in a while. Right? Sorry, y'all. Okay. What are we gonna do? We've got some Mad Libs here. These things are so damn fun. We got the Party Girl Mad Libs.
Ooh.
And you know what I got here? This adorable pen. One of my littles tried to steal it today.
Little turd.
She comes in and she's like, but what is it? And I was like, oh, it's my hourglass. And she's like, so what do you do with it? Is it like a pencil? And I was like, no, it absolutely is not. Because she's a thief. She'll just take it and start coloring on stuff everywhere. No. So what do you do with it? I was like, I just watched my time tick on by. She's like, that seems slow. And I'm like, slow? Seems fast to me. She said, okay, fine. Gotta love 3-year-olds. Their conversations. Ugh.
Good night, Rebecca.
Have a good night, babe. I think we can do Mad Libs and wrap up early this week. I think that'll be good. Then we can get a little extra Sunday evening with our families today.
Or just extra sleep, maybe. Looks
Well,
like
Dominique did not get any sleep for the last week and the whole weekend, pretty much.
Yeah.
Plus some, yeah.
A whole week. Didn't you go out Monday or something?
No, Wednesday.
Oh,
Wednesday to
That's-
today.
maybe that's why I thought you were back.
Mm.
I
All
thought
right.
you went earlier.
Here we go. We're gonna do a Mad Lib before we get off of this, you guys. Which one are we gonna do? You guys want to do speed dating?
Oh, that sounds fun.
All right. I need 2 adjectives. So anybody out there playing, please pop your adjectives up on this.
Dominique, do you have the ticker that shows it?
Oh, yep, I sure do. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The ticker.
Is that what it's called?
More or less.
All right. We'll have a good laugh and then we're gonna jump off, you guys. So get ready. All right. I need 2 adjectives, guys. Spit them out.
Slowly.
Slowly.
Oh no, that's an adverb. Smelly. And crusty.
Ooh.
Wow. A number and a noun.
69.
Oh my
Of course. Noun.
So predictable. Desiree.
Isn't that a proper noun?
No, she's a fucking noun. No, nothing proper about her.
A number and a noun
I'm
again.
not dressed. I'm wearing Spanx. Okay.
7.
She's
13.
wearing Spanx, so we could see her from the shoulders
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. You
I'm
got
wearing
Spanx.
Spanx. I'm in a
Dress
dress.
strap.
I did my hair. Y'all, I did my makeup. I don't ever do this where there's blending.
That's true. All right.
That
We
could
need
be
a
like
number and a
halter top.
noun.
No one would know. 8 and Bella.
For dating, speed dating. Okay.
Yes.
Animal and part of the body.
Platypus.
Platypus.
Armpit.
Weenus.
No, I saw armpit before you
No,
said
F
that.
your weenus. Yeah.
Armpit.
I mean, if you want to fuck my weenus, go for it. But that's gonna be a little difficult, don't you think? Are you just gonna rub up against my
Got a
nub?
pretty large
Just gonna
weenus.
rub up?
Got a
Just-
pretty
Noun
loose
and adjective.
noun and an adjective.
Yeah.
Potato.
Oh,
Viney.
there you go.
Viney. That's such a weird word. Okay. So a female celebrity and a town.
Sharon Osbourne.
Avalon. Is that a town, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Sure.
it's an island, but yeah.
Well, Kelly
Well,
is
it's a
the
town on
island.
an island.
All right. Let's see. A number and a noun.
Fuck.
3.
And a noun.
Golf ball.
I need a past tense verb in a plural part of the body.
Sharded. And toes.
I need a noun and a person in the room. You already put
Okay.
Desiree on here.
Person's gonna be Tasha.
Anna. It's Anna.
Anna.
And noun,
It's
put
Anna.
a ceiling fan.
A ceiling fan.
Yeah. I got one going above me. I just saw it and I thought of it.
Mhm.
And I need one more noun, but this shit better be funny.
Ring light.
That's not
Wow.
funny.
Way to bring the humor, Des.
It's in front of me. I just saw it. It was in front of me.
Flute.
Butt plug.
Flute. Champagne flute.
I think she's gonna go with plug.
Yeah, I am.
There you go.
Oh my god.
All right, y'all. This is ridiculous. Am I reading this or am I sending this to Anna to read?
No, just read it.
Okay.
I think we're the only 3 watching anyway.
Yeah, we are the only 3 watching.
Yeah,
This is-
let's go.
Yep. Enjoy this for later, everyone. Speed dating Mad Lib. You can't believe it's come to this. Smelly dating. You're sitting in this crusty restaurant, and every 69 minutes you move to another table to meet another Desiree.
I'd leave.
You've already met 8 jerks, and you have a Bella in your stomach. The first one spoke as fast as a platypus can run. The second wouldn't look at you. Oh, the second wouldn't look you in the armpit
That asshole.
and kept scratching his potato.
And what about the potato?
And he kept
scratching it.
scratching his potato. Oh my God. Next, the third guy was drop dead Viney. The problem, he looked like Sharon Osbourne. Now you're
Oh,
sitting
God.
across from a guy named Avalon who's wearing a jacket with 3 sleeves and a golf ball on his head. We started somewhere before.
Dominique's nuts.
You roll your toes and check your ceiling fan. It's 7. Time to get out of here. Call Anna and go grab a butt plug to eat.
Sounds like a party to me.
Fucking dumb. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm glad we got to cover as many topics as we did tonight for our reading this week. It looks like everyone's basically busy and, well, that's life. So on that note, we're all going to go enjoy our families while they're still awake. And we will see you guys next week.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.